So I am a big supporter of all the classic consoles, at least since they've been coming out. From the NES Classic was great, Super Nintendo Classic, and since then there's been a lot of companies trying to dip their feet in the water. We've had a lot of Genesis ones that have sucked, but I am hoping the new one will be really good that comes out next month. That one has a lot of good games on it. There's still games that are missing on it, but I made a video about that, about some of the games that really should be on it. Then PlayStation had one. I was very excited when they announced that. I had a whole video talking about all the games that should be on there, from Spyro and Crash Bandicoot and Tomb Raider, and yeah, that never happened. The games that should have been on there just didn't happen. It was such a cutting corners cash grab that clearly no one wanted to buy because it bombed, absolutely bombed, and now people are only willing to buy it when it hits $20. A lot different from, what was it, $80, $100 when it was announced. And the recent one is a TurboGrafx-16 Mini, which again is also around about $100. This one I'm really interested about because, well, I never got to play a TurboGrafx-16. I played a couple games here and there. You know, I played Splatterhouse on the Virtual Console. I played Devil's Crush on Game Gear. But when it comes to the console itself and a lot of the mainstays on it, I've never played it because, well, it's kind of an expensive console to collect for. Now, they announced all the games on it, and it's kind of interesting how they're doing this. Now, with Nintendo, when they had the NES and SNES, they had, in Japan, the Famicom and Super Famicom. With TurboGrafx-16, they're splitting up between the TurboGrafx-16 and the PC Engine, which is like the, Japanese version of that. So you're getting about half and half. Some of the games kind of lap over, but there seems to be a lot of really cool games on here. You got Alien Crush, R-Type, DS games, Bonk's Revenge, Newtopia, Bomberman, a lot of games that people are really excited for, games that people really are happy that are on here. Then you have the PC Engine games like Newtopia, DS games, and some other big ones on here, like Rondo of Blood, Akumajo Dracula X Gino Rondo, and Snatcher, which is one that really sticks out to me. But you know why I say that with a very disparative tone is because these are the PC Engine titles, and as far as we know right now, they're the Japanese version, and it's gonna stay that way. So they're finally releasing Snatcher on something. This is something I made a video on not that long ago about games that Limited Run Games should release, and Snatcher was on that list because I really want to play Snatcher. When I found this was coming out, I was super duper excited about it, and then found out that it's just in Japanese and we won't be able to read anything. And that's, very important to play the game. What's the point of releasing all this stuff if not we're gonna have translations for them? At least have the option for translation. I know some games you don't need to have a translation for, but don't just half-ass it if that's the case. Obviously there are missing games on here like Splatterhouse and other weird additions like Ninja Gaiden on the PC Engine side. Ninja Ryukiden, and it's kind of weird. Now, will this be hackable? That's the question here. Probably. It seems like it's the same type of console like all the other minis, and those have been easily hackable, easily moddable. So I'm curious if people can just add their own translations to these games. But the point is, it shouldn't have to be that way anyway, because it should already be on there. I mean, let alone that it only includes one USB port. You have to buy a hub and another controller, which, whatever, I don't care that much. It's mostly about the games that's really annoying me. And I still want to get it, because I still want to experience a lot of these TurboGrafx games that I just haven't played before. It's never got the opportunity before. But just the fact that they have all these Japanese games that you just can't really play unless obviously you know Japanese, which I don't. That's some bullshit right there. That's absolutely some bullshit right there, especially for a big game like Snatcher. That's, I believe, is a big draw for the console for people looking at the list and thinking, oh shit, Snatcher, because that game is very expensive and hard to play unless obviously play on an emulator. But it's what the PlayStation Classic has shown, and to the extent a lot of the games consoles like their Atari and Sega Genesis ones, how cheap these things can be made and how little care can be thrown into it. Unlike Nintendo, which try their hardest to make these things look absolutely amazing with the best lineup possible, with the ability to play all the games that are on there. It's making me sad that this is becoming the next shovelware kind of thing, for lack of better words. God damn. Are you interested in TurboGrafx-16? Do you like the lineup? Or will you be getting it out of love for the console or just curiosity? Let me know, because I'm curious. Let's discuss all this, the good, the bad, the ugly, whether it's on the YouTube comments or on Twitter at JanjoBrand, because I'm interested in what everyone else thinks about it, because I'm split on it. I really am split. There's a lot of cool things going for it, but there's a lot of really dumb things that's really ticking me off. I'm gonna step back, and you all have a nice day.